Well, hey guys, it's Jane at Tupelo Kidd. How you guys doing? I haven't seen you guys all in so long, and I still can't see you now, but you know how it's always been. It's been like you've always been right here with me. Okay, here's how I'm going to do it this time. First off, you guys all know comments are shut off, and I think pretty much everybody is understanding and supportive of all that. The only other thing I really wanted to, a couple things. First off, I'm going to do videos 20 minutes at a time. You'll see the entire process. So if you're one of those people who likes to see it from beginning to end and hear me talk way too much all the way through it, you're going to be just as happy as you always were. And also let's see, as far as if you have a comment that you would like to leave, I would ask that you please do not leave it with the store, through the store. And here is why. I don't go to that email. I don't open it. I don't see it. Dan handles all of it. So every time somebody sends an email that should go to me and they send it to the store email, then Dan has to write an email to me to let me know that there's an email for me there. And Dan is just like, I don't want to put that burden on him because of him being so busy. So, you know, the whole purpose of turning off the comments is to turn them off. So we don't want to have them just like redirected somewhere else. If there's something that you do want to share with me, you can just probably do it easier through Facebook, but I you know, just trying to keep it all to a minimum because the more free time I have to do crafting, the more crafting I can accomplish. Because I know many of you who watch are very kind-hearted souls and are not, you know, I know there's probably some people who are watching who, you know, are maybe not my biggest fans, but I'm sure 99.9% of you who are watching are, you know, are just the kind souls who've been praying for Tupelo and who, you know, I just love dearly. So anyway, you know, it's not that I don't want to hear from you. I just think Facebook would be a better way to do it, so we don't burden Dan. Okay, enough of that stuff. Let me get started. This will be project number 1 on the Tupelo Kidd channel. I hope that the lighting is okay. I don't know. This is a test, kind of a test at this time of day. So it's basically high noon here. And I know that at night I cannot record in here because we get the whole orange color going on. I got some good news though. Since the store product is all moved out of here and is in Houston where Dan is, there's a whole basement downstairs that I can record in. So I have to haul everything downstairs, but Mike can help with that. And that is got a little bit different lighting. It's got track lighting, but it may give us another option as far as light choices go that would make it a little bit easier to be able to see what I'm doing. But I decided to try this in my craft room since it's a really sunny day. I do have the blinds kind of closed a tad bit. The overhead light is on, and I'm just hoping that it works okay. I might open the blinds still just like a little bit here more and just see. I'm just afraid of having it be blindingly bright too, so I don't know. It's hard to figure out. Okay, what we're going to work on for which will probably be 3 or 4 videos, I'm guessing, is I'm going to work with the new Jillibean Soup products that are in the store. And I chose to bring them in. I told Dan that they would be really fun to use. I think that since no one has seen them be used, that no one really, I mean, there may be some of you, but I just think that a lot of people have not actually seen how they work. And mind you, I apologize. Me drinking water like a lot. I am on like a lot of medications that make me thirsty, so I apologize right up front for that. You know, remember when Impression Obsession, we were bringing in the round circles, the little squares, rectangles, big squares, big circles, little circles, all that were about a 1/4 inch high plastic that would hold the the little sequence, and you could have, it had self-adhesive on them, so you could really easily stick them in and make a card that was a shaker card, like super easy. And they had, don't lick anything, the Tupelo's in here with me. They had, you bought the overlay if you wanted. Most people did buy the overlay, and also the plastic part, and then you just, put a card on it, and you were good to go. And you could decorate it and fill it however you wanted. Well, as I was looking around in the store at different products, I stumbled across these from Jillibean Soup. And this is, and I'm hoping you can see this okay, minus glare and so forth. These are absolutely adorable because of the different shapes that they have. This, as you can see, is like a mason jar mug. And then they have stars. They have small circles, which I don't have here. I do have stars, which I'll show you here in a second. They have clouds, and I also have the clouds as well. They're so cute. So you could do like one cloud that had sequins in it, and then you could have 2 or 3 other clouds or something that were just die cuts. Or, you could go that way if you wanted. But this I just absolutely love, and we're going to make this card together. I'm really pleased with it, and see what it says, miss you, because I miss you guys. So that's why it says miss you. And I have that popped up. Then the card is done as a stand-up card this way. So you could write in it. And this card will actually go to one of the winners tonight. I think today's Friday. Tonight is at midnight is your last opportunity to subscribe to my channel. Now, obviously, if I'm talking to you, then you're already subscribed. But if you know of a friend who would normally have subscribed to me, and you let them know, if they get subscribed by midnight tonight, they'll be entered in a drawing for, I don't know, 9 or 10 of my cards. It depends on how many I can fit into plastic container. And I have, I can't get to them because of Tupelo over there, but I do have the small size ones here. This is the kind of plastic containers I'm talking about, and you just fold these into shape. As you can see, this one only is that wide. The ones I'm going to use to send out, and I apologize, my cuticles and nails are a mess. The ones I'll be sending out for the prize winner are about double of this and more, actually close to triple. So it's a good price. There'll be a lot, even if I send one that's that thick, there'll still be a lot of cards in there, with the opportunity to have a good selection. They're all going to be like thank you and friends type cards, friendship type cards. And so that is this one I did. Then I want to show you something important though, how these come. Now the star one, this is what we're going to work with as well. Now I haven't made a card with this yet, but we will work with these after I do that one. And I wanted to show you that these come normally as a full card. So you can do a clean and simple card very quickly with these. You can pop your shape in there and stick it on. Basically the adhesive is on the back side. You get 6 of these, by the way. So you get 6 cards, and it's not just an overlay. So there's no adhesive on this side, but it doesn't matter. So you put the shape in there like this, and then maybe you want to put like an insert here and an insert here, or just one here, or maybe you just want to do a piece that covers the inside. You can do that, and this has adhesive right here, and then you just put some more adhesive around here, and when you stick it all down, it will hold itself all together, and be great. And so you can have a card done literally in no time flat that has high impact as to how it looks. So I think that's like super cool. And that was what drew me to these, was the convenience. So these are the stars, and I seem to be missing one. I think it's downstairs because I originally was going to try recording last night, and then I had some volume issues. But let me show you what else is really cool about these. So as if having that be a card is not neat enough, they send you an envelope as well. So it will fit into the envelope, and you can send this on its way to the person you want to send it to, or hand it to them, whatever you want to do. But it's a complete package, and that's what I loved about this, that made it a little bit different than the other ones that I saw out there. And I thought, you know, everybody these days, not everybody, but a lot of people like convenience. And even those who prefer to do every step on their own, every once in a while there's that time in our life where we just don't have enough time, but we want to show, you know, really goodwill to somebody, and that's a great way to do it. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, like I said, we're going to do this one, but they all come that way, which is so nice. This one, we're going to not take advantage of that. We're going to actually cut it off. I did want to show you something else we have coming in the store. I'm super excited about this. I did not use it on this card, but I looked for this. Oh my gosh, I looked for this forever. And we're going to get more pieces of this. There's so many. There's like the perfect edges, which makes for corners for mini album people, and we're going to get like the whole line in. And so I'm really super stoked. This is the perfect layers, and you just use this so that you can get, you know, a 1/16 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, and you can get all of your layers correct, so that you don't have trouble or have a situation where, you know, you get it stuck up here, but by the time you stick it down here, there's, you know, nothing left, and you don't have color all the way around, or, you know, we've all had trouble doing that. I have trouble doing that, and that's why I bought this. And when I thought, well, if I'm going to get this for myself, I might as well go ahead and tell Dan about it and get it for the store. Anything, Dan trusts my judgment, so I pick a 99.9% of the product for the store. Now, Tuesday, who is on board with us as a designer, and she's doing layouts. Her layouts are just so gorgeous, and she's great at chatting it up, and she's just amazing. She has picked out a lot of new product for the store, a lot of paper lines that are very hot, a lot of the accessories that should go with them, and just things that I wouldn't know to pick out. She's taking care of that, and I 100% trust her judgment. So those items will be coming into the store. I know that Dan ordered a lot of them already. So things are moving along there. So I need to get moving along here so you actually see some crafting. We go at 4 o'clock today for Tupelo, so that means we have to leave at 3. And I'm just going to take this top part out for now. The prayers are working, you guys. They're absolutely working. You guys are really making a difference in his life, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, because he needs them. That is not a pretty sight, that foot. It's been very scary, very upsetting, and probably one of the more difficult things I've had to handle for somebody besides myself. And so it's really been stressful and challenging. I've lost a lot of sleep over it. all because I can't trade places with him. That's what I really want to do, is just trade places. I want to have the problem and not him. Okay, I'm going to get my little cutter over here. I have a small one that I can use. It will make it easier. What I did obviously on this one is I didn't use the card part of it, mainly because I wanted to do these different layers, and so I just went ahead and used this, obviously this shape, but that's about what all that I did. This card took me a while to make. This wasn't a fast card to do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to start by cutting it off at its seam right there, because I end up cutting it off. See, I have a little, I think I'll cut that little part off right there. But I do end up cutting it off more as I go through making it. Okay, so we'll start with that, and I'll just set that right there, and I have to remember all the steps that I took. Okay, the first thing I did, I'm going to have to look at it here as I go along. I probably should have took my own pictures. This obviously needs to fit in here, and the difference too from these in Impression Obsession is these have a deeper pocket to them. Now that may be good or bad for you depending on how much you like to put in them, because now I've used both and I don't have a favorite. I would definitely go back to the Impression Obsession if I had a need to only have a shallower place to put my little items in. This is outstanding for a mug like this because of the straw. So here's just kind of how I started off. I think this piece of straw might be big enough. Yeah, I think that'll work. I have these bags of straws, and I think I'm thinking we can get these in the store if you guys would like us to. And these are things you can answer for me on my Facebook page. They're different in that they're really tough. Like, they're not a straw that squishes down flat easily, so it makes it really great for crafting with. It actually has like a plastic insert inside, which is pretty cool. Now when I did cut it in half, the plastic insert did crumple down a little bit, but it's pretty tough. So I just took this and let's see, I went like that with it and got as far in as I could and punched a hole. And obviously that's not big enough for that straw. So I'm just going to take my little scissors I have here and see, hopefully you can just see that little hole there. There you go. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Now I can tell you that this project is forgiving. So perfection is not a requirement to do this project at all. It is very, very forgiving. So don't worry about that. I found that the way it's shaded and the way different things work with it, it was very easy to not have to worry about doing everything just right. Now that would be a nice tight fit. I could even pull it up a little bit if I wanted instead of using a whole nother straw. So you can go like that. And see, while you're making it, you don't even have to worry about it. You can just go like this and you know, you're good. So it's not too bad. So now we do have elements we have to get ready for this. And there's two things. There's ice cubes and there's lemon slices. that we have to get ready. Now I have some pieces of lemon slices left. This is a half a one that I had, and this is a little quarter one. Now I could toss that in there too. It doesn't really matter because obviously when it comes to lemon slices, nothing's perfect. So I'm going to hang on to those, and I have one more ice cube left. And see, look, this is like, but you know, when was the last time you saw a perfect ice cube? So it's all very forgiving. But I do need to go ahead and make those elements. Now, I'm when it comes to like, okay, well, I never cut into lemons. Isn't that terrible? So I went into Mike and I'm like, okay, what color is this part of the lemon? And him being used to how I am said it's cream color. So let me get the piece of paper. I thought I had that already with me. Okay, Tupelo, you have to be understanding. 1 second. 1 minute, buddy. Yeah, 1 minute. I have to get a piece of paper over here. All right, it'll only take a moment. I need the piece of this paper. Yep, just that one. Okay, thank you. Thank you for being understanding. Okay, so there we go. He's gotten a little bit, he's frustrated, you know, with what's going on with him, and he's gotten he's, you know, he's still sweet and friendly, but he gets agitated a little bit easier than he did before he had all this pain and all this irritation. Now, this stamp is from Stampin' Up. It was the only lemon stamp I could find. Most everything else you can find in the store, but it had to have lemons in it and be like lemonade, but I just could not find anything else. So here's just a piece of cream paper, and then I used lemon twist, which you can easily find in the store, or you can find another yellow that will work for you. And you know, just make as many lemons as you think you would like to make. Really, I think I made the first time I made 4, and it worked out just, you know, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, you know what? I'm going to use this. See, I have all this like Stampin' Up stuff hanging out with me here. I met a friend. Now see how this is not stamped perfect? Hopefully you can see that. That is okay because, like I said, this is really forgiving. I actually met a friend to craft with, and I'm very excited about that. But she's a Stampin' Up rep, and she's given me a lot of things. And so she gave me some, because she's just got like loads of extra stuff, and so I kind of got stocked up on a few things, which I just couldn't say no to. Now that one, a little too light. I'm going to redo that one. I noticed on this one stamp right here, it does have a kind of a low spot in the middle. So I'm going to stand up so I can get a better, if I can see where that's not hitting in the middle. Yeah, that would be okay. If I had the Misty out that Mike made for me, the kind of Misty. It's not really a Misty. It does have a really bad low spot there. I'll try one more time. Other than that, however it goes next is how it's going. Actually, I'm going to go, well, I already inked it up. We'll go ahead. This is the last one. Yep, I like that one better. Then we have that many to choose from. Okay, and the store now has, or should have, these new Lawn Fawn. If they're not there yet, they should be on their way. These new Lawn Fawn stamp chamois. And as you can see, I haven't even tried mine yet. So I'm going to give it a quick try to clean my stamp. And then I'm going to, see, I knew there'd be a lot of talking in this first video. I'm already running out of my 20 minutes, but wow, that's got a neat feel to it. And it says you just kind of dampen it a little bit, so I'm going to spray it with just a little water like that and see how this works. Yeah, that's nice. The one thing I do like about it, here I'm doing it out of camera. The one thing I do like about it is it doesn't leave any lint, you know, like whenever I dry them with paper towels and stuff like that, I always have lint. And so baby wipes obviously work good too, but this is nice. I do like it, and that's from Lawn Fawn, and so that's something that will appear in the store. Okay, so I'm going to set that over there for right now. And then the other thing I want to do with these before I stop this video and start another one is to, let me find a place for this shimmy. Here we go. Bow Bunny glitter paste in sugar. And that literally gives you that sugar look, like you would, you know, kind of sugared lemons. And I thought, oh, that's kind of fun for this. So I'm going to just take this and put, hopefully I got you in camera good, and just take a nice thin layer over these. And again, perfect is not necessary because there's going to be so much over it, behind it, vellum in front of it. So, you know, this is easy. And that's what I like about this project. Easy, easy, easy. You don't have to worry about taping this down to make sure that it doesn't curl. Doesn't matter. So it's a forgiving project. So any of you who would like to try this, whatever your skill level is, doesn't matter. It'll work out for you. I promise it'll work out for you. And all you have to do is do what I'm doing. So you can usually find these in the store. There's new colors out that I don't have. I don't have any of the new colors. I probably should get some. I have all the previous colors that were there before, but I don't have that. Now I need to let this dry. So it's a good time for me to turn off the camera, start loading this video, and starting on some of the other elements, and I can clean this up. But it's great to get back in the saddle again, and you know, glad you guys want to still watch what I have to show. So I'll be back in just a little bit. Bye-bye.